Welcome to Inside the 18 on MSNSportsNet.com, your inside look at Mountaineer men's and women's soccer. Senior Blake Miller has been a starter and an offensive threat ever since she stepped on campus 4 years ago. If the Mountaineers have scored, chances are she's had something to do with it.
Nice inside dig. Sends it through. It's onside. Silver! Off the post and in! 2-0 Mountaineers!
West Virginia is an impressive 18-2-1 when Blake Miller puts the ball in the back of the net. And Blake has been scoring since she joined the Mountaineers squad 4 years ago. Miller had 10 goals her freshman season, but as a sophomore that number dropped. But in her third year at West Virginia, the goals started to come again. Blake was honored with a second-team All-Big East selection, as well as playing a big part in West Virginia winning the Big East Championship. But there was one aspect of Miller's game that was always problematic: her fitness.
It was hard for me to last 90 minutes, and Izzo would pull me because you could tell if I'm tired on the field, you're not going to leave me out there because then I'm not doing anything. My weakest part of my game is my fitness, and if it's something that's fixable, then you can't let it just stand there broken. So I was here all summer with a few other teammates, and we ran with our strength coach every other day, and we lifted, and I was able to pass my fitness test.
Blake hails from the St. Louis area, a hotbed of soccer in the U.S. Her older sister, Alexis, played for Eastern Illinois University, and for several years, Miller was coached at the club level by her father. But even though Dad may be hundreds of miles away, he's still coaching Blake in a way by texting.
He's kind of known exactly what to say to me on the field, and he knows the ruts that I get in. He knows certain instincts I have on the soccer field, obviously, because he's been coaching me forever, and he's my dad. So he knows a lot about the things that happen on the field, and I just think that in each of the texts that he sends, it's just like a simple reminder of certain things to do, and like certain thoughts to keep in my mind, certain things to look for on the field. And so I just think that through his text, it's just like a short, simple way for him to just feed me all that information. And I mean, every time I read it, I enjoy the messages. Even though I've read it 1,000 times before, I still enjoy getting them.
No doubt a few of these texts had something to do with leadership. With a freshman and sophomore up front with her, Blake is expected to lead.
I'm not necessarily like the most vocal leader. I'm not always talking, but something that something that I do try and do is lead by what I do on the field. So I definitely think that this year you can see a difference in the way that I'm performing. I just feel like I'm doing as much as I can on the field.
The Mountaineers were away from the friendly confines of Dick Gillespie Stadium last weekend. Let's take a look at the results. The WVU men went to James Madison and lost 2-0 in a midweek non-conference game, but responded with a 1-0 win on an Andy Bevan tally over Cincinnati on Sunday. The Mountaineer women took down Georgetown 3-1 on goals from 3 different players, including one from Blake Miller, and got an early score against Villanova, but surrendered the next 4 in a 4-1 loss to the Wildcats. Thanks for watching this edition of Inside the 18. I'm Adam Zundel. We'll see you right back here next Tuesday.